Hey everybody, welcome back. Sive Morten is here with the Forex Peace Army as usual. So let's take a look what's going on in the gold market. So yesterday we talked about the larger scale pattern, which is called by the Judd Napoli terms as the bread and butter. But if you're not familiar with the Judd Napoli technique, you could treat it just as a momentum trade. So the idea is very simple. We have really strong momentum, and this is first drop after the big rally. Since the overall momentum that has been formed here, the impulse that has pushed market here still stands on the market, for the reversal or whatever will happen later, market needs some time to fade this momentum down. So, and this impulse, this momentum will push price higher just as impact of this momentum. So this is an idea, and we're searching specific strong support areas where potentially this impact of this previous momentum could start. So that's in towards what we intend to do. And yesterday we said that 39.50, 39.70 is a strong weekly support. It's daily conference support, daily oversold, and this is potentially next support area where the pullback might happen. So initially we were watching for this level. Here the market has made a couple of attempts to move higher, but probably the bearish pressure was too strong. And these pullbacks have not reached the specified area that market normally should reach, so around 42.36, and this hasn't happened. Now we're watching for the next area where potentially it might happen. So now you can see that overall performance looks not bad. At least the pullback that we discussed now stands in progress. On the follow time frame chart, you could see that market starts this action exactly from the levels that we have specified. Potential butterfly targets 161.8 been done, COP target has been done. Here is minor extension, and now market stands in upward bounce. The one thing that we would like to get in the best scenario, some clear bullish reversal pattern. Actually, the butterfly by itself is also bullish reversal pattern, so you could also in such a circumstances use these potential patterns. But also it will be nice if we will get something like on the right on the bottom, so some kind of the, I don't know, hand shoulders, double bottom, some reversal patterns, free drive on the lower time frames. Currently we do not have it, so in this situation where we do not have patterns, the only thing that we could use is trying to rely on the pattern that exists and use the specific Judd Napoli tactics, entry tactics, that he usually recommends to use in the current circumstances. So on hourly chart, theoretically we could get the pattern a bit later. For example, it might be kind of the hand shoulders here to be formed. And the tactics that I would like to show you, it doesn't contradict the idea of the pattern entry. Mostly I would say that they will coincide. The idea is false. Once we have the mostly prepared scenario for bounce, and we will see that the bounce has started, because we have by Judd Napoli, we have directional pattern on the daily chart. This is or better say on the even on the weekly, this is bread and butter buy and the conference support area. So the background already has been formed. We already have the pattern here. Maybe later it will be big hand shoulders patterns also might be formed, right? But we would like to enter and as early as possible. And here we will be watching for strong support areas for pullbacks. You could use actually any levels that you would like to, any fib levels. Here I do not have this one that stands around 39.80. You also could consider it, but here's I like personally a confidence around 39.55, 39.65. A retracement will decrease the potential risk. So here you could combine different ways of the entry. For instance, you could try to consider entry on a confidence with the placing stop just below the next support or below the lows. It's also possible. This depends on your risk that you could afford to yourself. But the idea is as follows. So one section is started. We're watching for a conference support area where we consider possible position taking with the placement stop according to your risk management. So it's significantly decrease the potential risk and lets us to join the potential big trade on an early stage. If you still would like to get the pattern and you need a bit more confirmation of this bullish action, yes, you could wait for something like hand shorts or maybe something else. That is the potential target of this trade, 41.90. Also, guys, so today's the Fed meeting, so it could bring some surprises, and maybe it could trigger upward action right from here if Jerome Powell will tell something really dovish. It might happen. We do not know, but as a rule, all the ongoing process looks like I just have explained. So you can use different support levels of the different placement to the current price action, and use the same levels for placement of the stop orders. So that and towards what we have in the gold currently, as I hope that the trade where would like to trade is started. Just need to get a proper level for position taking, and actually we will see what will happen next.